first time, it's so sad that now you look at us now and the people, us as a in general, how we all just seem so divided now, and it
Yes.
just seemed like we not supportive of each other like we used to be.
No,
We were so much like
no.
family. It was like
Mhm.
we were really
Yeah,
family
that's
back
true.
then.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Now it's like every man for itself,
Yeah.
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 and back then when we did that song, I felt like everybody in the room, we
Mhm.
were all sisters and brothers, and we were all
Right.
family.
Right.
You
And
know.
and bringing and you saying that, Laura, what it makes me think about is like I would say within the last uh, 30 years, where I live at, people are so unfortunately there's black people are so clicky. I don't understand how you can be clicky when you ain't got jack.
No,
Mhm.
no.
That's true.
I mean, what I mean, what I mean, what
True.
I mean, what you thinking? What you
That's true.
thinking?
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
is so true.
what I'm saying is like I don't mess with we don't mess with them and they don't mess with us. Y'all ain't got nothing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
I've never understood that.
yeah.
Well, I think all of that kind of plays into each other, because we come from such an horrific history, and some of us, I'm gonna compare it to this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. You know how when you got that child who is very sheltered, and then when they get to the age where they can do what they can become
Mhm.
free. It's like because they've been so sheltered, when they get to the age, it's like I'm gonna do whatever.
That's what I
Some
want.
of
Yeah.
us took it like that. Some black people took it like that, like,
Right.
oh, I'm gonna do this because I couldn't do this. They didn't let us do this. I want all the white women because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know what, the funniest thing is when we were coming up. When you look at, because I like watching the old shows, like the Sanford and Sons. I still like watching
Yeah,
Sanford
me
and
too.
like Good Times. But there was an episode on Good Times that made me think. I said, you know what? If people did that right now, a lot of people wouldn't be put out of their
Oh,
place, and like 'cause
The
they had
red
red
little
parties.
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 And
Yeah.
back in the day, they used to do that. They used to be
Mhm.
concerned about their brother. They were their brother's keeper back then.
Yeah.
Now you're right. Every man for himself. They could care less about what's going on with you. You know,
Mhm.
and it's like they say it's the crab mentality. But
Yeah.
when you
Right.
think about it, the
Right.
crab mentality is like this. And when I thought about that one time, I said, you know what? They said we like crabs in the bucket. I said, no. I think what I said, if you really look at that concept, the crabs in the bucket is like this. I'm that one crab trying to get out, and then so the rest of them is like, okay, if you gonna get out, I'm going with you, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
hold you. So if you get up, you gonna pull me up. But
Yeah.
we don't do that. When
No.
we
Yeah.
get up, it's like, oh, I got me, and you got to get you, because there was an
Mhm.
episode on Good Times where the man said he didn't want his daughter dating JJ
I
because
Because
remember
where
that.
he came
I
from.
remember that. I
You know,
remember that.
she said, and he said, and when they came in the house, they come in the house looking around like, oh, that's not good. I don't even want to sit down on your couch. And then
Mhm.
he said, and then James told him, he said, you came from here he said, yeah, and I don't want to remember the stench of the ghetto.
Yes.
But he
Right.
didn't understand is it irritated James because he said, you act like I'm not trying to get out just like you did. But
Right.
instead of you trying to help me out,
Okay.
you hold me back and say that you better than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That
that's
is
the
so
problem
true.
that we have as African Americans. Instead of us helping each other and pulling each other up, we don't do that. Because I
Yeah.
had a black supervisor, and every chance she got, she was trying to hold me back and hold me down.
Right.
Okay.
Every
We're
Right.
gonna take some of the questions on the side here and some of the comments that they're commenting on the side. You want to start with that one, Ursula?
Yeah, Cass Easton show just said, I just had this discussion the other day. What
That he said this what that was the end of right there.
what happened to our unity? Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Here's another one.
And Mr. Crystal Baker, 70, said a lot of this separation and self is systematically influenced. That's
Yep.
right. That's right.
I concur with
She
that.
said she meant
I
to
concur
say
with that.
self
Meant
hate.
to say self
Yeah.
hate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
true.
but that is so true. It's sad, but it's true. And we all just, you just look at each other now, and it's like some of us, because we old school, we still have that thing where I still got to help my brother and I still got to help my sister. And when you try, a lot of times what happens is they'll try and pull you down at the same time as
Yeah,
because of you trying to help them. And these last couple of months, I have seen it so much it ain't even funny, and I have experienced it so much, and it's not funny. I just recently I was just telling a friend today about something that happened to me, and I just caught on to it as time went on. I figured it out. I figured out what they were actually doing. Someone was trying to use me, and I figured it out. And I'm like, I said, the sad part is I'm like one of those people that I would give you the shirt off my back if I had it. If you needed it, I would give it to you. But I don't understand why do people feel they got to do crazy stuff to try and hurt others?
Especially your own.
Yeah.
Something else I want to kind of bring up, and it keeps entering my mind. So we talk a lot about Black businesses. I have a Black business. Laura, you have all of us in some way, own Black businesses. One of the biggest, I would say, downfalls, for lack of better, of Black businesses. There's a sense of entitlement in these businesses. And here's what I'm saying. If I come to your restaurant, and this is a true story, but I'm gonna just kind of throw it out there like this. If I come to your Black-owned restaurant and you ranting and raving for people to come there, I come in there and I got to stand for 15 minutes, ain't but one person in there eating, and then you sit me down to a dirty table, I'm not going to patronize you. I got to say that. I saw this go down. And the thing of it is, when you go out of business, first thing you want to say is Black people don't support each other. No, you should treat everybody like they are your best customer. Everybody's your best customer.
Yeah, that is so true.
It's 400 restaurants here. I chose you. Tell me why.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you, with you saying that, let me tell you what I would do. And this has happened to me, where somebody did some craziness to me, and when in a restaurant or a store or something, and I'll say to them, I'll say, have you stopped to think about that the fact that by me coming in here in your shop and shopping in your shop, that I'm helping pay the salaries of yourself and those people that work for you? And then they'll go, oh, no, you not, because I'm getting it. I'm like, okay, by next week, you probably be closed down. And guess what? 3 weeks later, they closed. And it's because of that. And that's the reason. Your attitude.
And if you're anything like me, you don't wish it on them. You just see it coming.
Yeah.
No.
Raquel Gillette said, I work in healthcare, and I was giving an elderly patient a shower, and she wasn't happy with it. And she looked at me and said, you should be hanging from a tree.
Dang.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
OMG. She must have was an older lady.
Yeah.
Had to have been somebody older, because that's what they usually say. They will say, and that was what happened with me when I was in the store. And the lady told me that my hands was dirty. She was an elderly Caucasian woman, and she was wrinkled up too. Yeah. And she said to me, when she said that to me, I didn't know what to do. I was like confused, because I'm like, I had never heard nobody say that. And just listening to that, this is sad.
Yeah. See, one thing I want to say about that, Laura, is it reminds me of me. When you're young like that, you don't know all the cold words and all the cold stuff. Some older gentleman had to teach me that.
Yeah.
She said, even though I know this patient is elderly, it still hurts. I know it did. It hurt me. It didn't help. It didn't even happen.
Me just by hearing you say it.
Yeah. And that the sad part about this, 10 out of 10 times, it's somebody that can't wipe their own blank.
Yep, you're absolutely
and they need
right.
you, and that's why they family got you to help them.
Right.
And I saw a video on Facebook where this lady kept video recording everything that was happening. She was a care person for this lady, and the lady was spitting on her. She was hitting her. I was saying to myself, Lord have mercy. I said, I don't know. I said, Lord, I don't know if I could have dealt that. I don't know. I said, because she would pinch her. She would just do, and the lady just kept keeping her phone recording it, because she said she had to let the lady's daughter know this is what she was enduring. And so, and they said the lady, I think she had dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever, but the lady kept on spitting at her and told her, she said, get out of my house, Get out of my house.
Yeah, I seen that video.
I can't watch that video. No, I said I had to cut it off because I said,